Welcome back to another installment of the Entertainment Beyond show. As always, I am your one and only host, Jensen the Beautiful Majestic, motherfucking Dean Jackson. Yeah. And I'm about to break your guys' hearts today. Tonight. It's almost 10. It's 9:35 when I'm recording this. I did a little thing, little thing I like to do every week. 1, 2, 3. Try to squeak in a fourth film. But I went and saw two films. The first film, fantastic French film, little indie flick called The Red Rooms. Bomb. And then, because I had a little time and my back wasn't feeling super fucking fucked up, so I went and I saw Beetlejuice. And I almost the entirety of the film, I sat there wondering, why does this film exist? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess it exists for people my age because the film came out literally, I was 1 year old when Beetlejuice came out. I guess this would be something that I would take my kids to, but I wouldn't take my children to this. If I wanted to show my children Beetlejuice, I'd show them the fucking OG Beetlejuice, the original. As I've told a couple of people who asked me how it was, I told them it's a soulless cash grab. I don't understand. It doesn't even really feel like a Tim Burton film. And that's odd because it's, Tim Burton's got a very, very sternly unique hand and visually cinematic eye, or an eye for the visually cinematic. This just felt like painting by numbers, soulless cash grab. Not quite as soulless as the Crow remake, because that was blah, 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 uncontrollable vomiting. Blah. And if anybody's like, well, Jenna Ortega is in it. You know the thing about Jenna Ortega, Miss Ortega? Miss Ortega. I suck at rolling my R's. The funny thing about Jenna is not a good actor. I told you I was going to break your hearts today. I don't care. Hot take, cold take, lukewarm take, a take, an undertaker, tombstone pile driver. I don't fucking care. Jenna Ortega is good for playing the uninterested, moody chick. She needs to show me something more, man. She's never... The first role I saw Jenna Ortega in was season 2 of Netflix's Penn Badgley series, You. And she blew me away. I was like, man, who is this young upstart? Who is this young lady? Like, I'd like to know more of her catalog. She didn't really have a catalog at the time. No, she didn't have a catalog. I have no idea if she had a Cadillac. She didn't have a catalog at the time. I was enraptured by this person who was so good in the role that she was put in. Fast forward a couple years later, trying to remember the Scream, the two Scream films. Serviceable, but if you look at her body work, she's literally doing the same thing. If you need someone, if you're, a hotshot director, you got a new project coming out, cast Wednesday. The person, the lady who never seems fucking thrilled about anybody. If you need a lead to seem underwhelmed by everything and not impressed at all, Jenna Ortega. She hasn't shown me any kind of depth behind, or any depth beyond being the moody goth chick. And that's all she brought to this. And it's weird because Tim Burton's, he was talking about her and Apparently, she's his new muse. So I guess if we see more Tim Burton, Timmy B films, we know who's gonna be the star. I just didn't enjoy this film, man. And I know I'm gonna be like in the minority, heavily in the minority section, but we can't all be out here kissing the ass of something that ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this film is for people who aren't aware of how manipulative Hollywood can be, weaponizing nostalgia to make a quick buck. That should be the fucking tagline of Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. I can see the poster now. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Weaponizing nostalgia to make a quick buck. It didn't have anything to say. It was soulless. And you know the other thing that sucks about this? Alfred Goh and Miles Miller. And you're probably like, who the fuck are those? If you watch Smallville, if you watch a lot of different things, Smallville, the Badlands, not the Bad Lads, Badlands. There's quite a few different things when you're looking at the credits, you'll see Miller Goh Inc. Those guys. I discovered them because I was a fan of Smallville. It's the only time you'll hear me cop to being a fan of anything Superman related, because it's Gotham City over here, bitch. It's Batman. Ain't no fucking Sons of Krypton gonna fucking darken my doorstep. Yeah, you see Batman in the fucking back. That's what it do, baby. It's no fucking Superman shit. But I was fucking with that Smallville shit, man. Tom Welling, Christina Kirk, Michael Rosenbaum, John Glover, John Schneider, Annette O'Toole. You can tell that shit pretty much runs my veins. So when I saw their names on the credits, I felt so fucking like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to talk shit about Alfred and Miles. But no, man, like, this frustrates me so fucking much. And I wish that more people could realize this, but then it would take a lot more people in the world being cynical the way that I am and not really trusting anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen Beetlejuice, the original, so many fucking times. The shit's in my fucking DNA, man. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tell me banana. Daylight come, and me want to go home. I almost fucking hate that song because I've seen the fucking film so many times. And that's another thing that really stuck in my craw. Look at me talking all fucking old and shit. You know what stuck in my craw? This film is so unneedlessly mean and brutal in a way that the original wasn't. And I don't know, maybe if we brought the original forward into modern times, it would bump from a PG to a PG-13 rating. But this, I mean, Beetlejuice drops the F-bomb, I think, once or twice. I don't know. There's a lot of swearing. There's a lot of blood and guts and stuff. Just stuff that wasn't in the original, wasn't needed. I felt like there was a lot about this sequel that, like, leaving it, just like, that was unnecessary. You have sullied, you've muddied such a fucking hallmark, a touchstone of cinematic achievements and everything that they did in the original. And they cheapened the original by making the sequel. And so, with that being said, here on the show, you know that I like to give between 1 and 4 thumbs up. And I'm going to give Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, or Beetlejuice 2, or BJT, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. It's more than it deserves for such a fucking soulless cash grab of a sequel. All right, good night, and good